Say hello. Hi. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather. This is Ellie, and this is going to be our first story time together. So, for today's story time, I'm going to talk about how I met my best friend, who also happens to be one of my soul family members. And we found it out in a very, very unique and fun way for us. And I'll explain how that feels. And that way, maybe in case you have a friend like that in your life, you'll be able to understand that maybe they're part of your soul family as well. So my friend's name is Danna, and she also has a channel which I'll link her below. She's awesome. She does meditations, and she also does life coach work as well, professionally, and on her channel. She is one amazing sweetheart. I love her to death. Yesterday was our 2-year anniversary on Facebook as friends because that is how we met. We have never met in person. It's been a long distance relationship the entire time, but we share such a close bond that we both feel it because we know when the other one is thinking of the other. Because as soon as we have that thought, we always text or call the other one. And we always have the I was just thinking of you moment every single time, which is so awesome. And I never get tired of it, honestly. Absolutely never get tired of it. Our lives actually mirror one another for the most part. Like, if something happens in my life, something similar happens at the exact same time in her life. And that is another way you can tell that it's a soul family member, because not only do you share the same qualities and mirror experiences, almost kind of like a twin flame experience, but not exactly. You have this close bond that is absolutely unexplainable. And when you come in contact with another member of your soul family group, thank you, Ellie, I love you too. You have this feeling of like coming home to like a long lost relative or a long lost friend, and you've missed them absolutely dearly, kind of like it's a part of you that's been missing and it's returned to you finally, and you feel that much more whole of a person because you can share that bond and connection with someone, because it's just that type of thing. It's like almost as if it feels stronger than an actual family member. Sorry, my microphone's hanging down. But they are a family member, just not biologically, in a way. Sorry, she hears everything. So, what else can we say? The same thing happened. Ooh, sorry. Hey, with her. When I got her, I knew I was supposed to have her because I had a synchronized deja vu moment with my youngest daughter, Marina. And we both turned to each other and said, I think I've been here before, when we went to go get her, which turned it from an hour-long trip to a 6-hour trip because we got lost in the winter. And we were up in the mountains trying to go find her for where she was with her breeder. But we brought her home, and she's been with us since she was about 6-7 weeks. She was literally the size of my hand and not even a pound, just a few ounces when we got her. And now she's like this 16-17 pound bowling ball. But we love her to death. She is my fur baby, and like I couldn't imagine life without her the same way like I couldn't imagine life without Dana. And I'm so happy that I found you, Dana. I love you very much. My connection to her is the most special thing to me in my entire life. And sorry, she makes me so happy. It's not funny. I'm so happy that I could find someone and talk about the things with my awakening process and not be viewed as, excuse me, sorry, and not be viewed as someone who's like lost their complete and total utter shit. Like, seriously, when this process happens to you, you feel like you are like batshit. Like, am I really going crazy or is this really happening? No, it's really happening. And it's hard at first because you feel like you're alone, but you're not. You just need to find your group. And it doesn't matter. Like, if you feel like you have like a friend close enough that you can just talk to about certain things, go for it. Open up. And if they look at you kind of funny, so what? Move on. Keep going, because at least you're gonna find somebody somehow, some way that is going through the same thing, feels the same way, and understands you for you and what's going on. And when you find that person, it's gonna be like a flood, and you're just gonna go for hours and hours and talk because they're on your wavelength. And it's incredible when that happens. I promise you, you're gonna feel so connected when you find your soul family members, and even if it's across the world, I promise you, you will still feel as if they are in the next room or right next to you, right there with you, because that's how close you're gonna feel, and that's how that bond feels, and how deep it runs. At least for me and her. Um, I just, our experiences have been incredible. She and I, how we met through Facebook, was hilarious to me because we met on a forum type video on Facebook, where we would watch the same reader and we were both into it, and then we would comment back and forth on each other's posts on the page in the group that we were in, and then she messaged me on my page out of the blue saying we should just be friends, and I was like, sure. Didn't quite know what to make of it, but I was like, you know what, it feels right. So I dove in, and when I got the notification yesterday for the 2-year anniversary, I actually took a screenshot of our first conversation, because how often do you ever find or have your first conversation in black and white or whatever that you can actually look at and hold on to and look back at and go, that's when we first met, and that's how it all happened. For me, it was like incredible, and I felt like so happy and like psyched. And I was just like, I have to make this video. I gotta make this video for her. And this is a surprise. I promised her. So, surprise! um, what else? I just, when we first talked on the phone, we literally talked for 4 hours straight. And it was like a flood of just back and forth of, this is what's happening with me, this is what's happening with her, and we're mirroring each other the entire, every step of the way, every single conversation we've had since that day. And we've done some sessions together because I'm a tarot and oracle card reader, and she's a mediumship and life coach. And she taught me how to do a little bit of mediumship and how to open myself up a little bit more to it and to be more relaxed and comfortable with it, because I know I'm capable of it. I've had some experiences with it before, but I've never really pushed myself to go down that far because I'm not quite sure of myself with it. But when I did the sessions with her, it was like this unbelievable, amazing energy connection. Like, it was so powerful. It felt like this euphoric feeling. And by the time we were done, we were so tired that the next day we felt like we had been partying or drinking really hard. And we weren't. We were completely sober. But we would go back and forth with these sessions, and we would have so much fun because it was just amazing. Absolutely amazing. And it also opens up your gifts quite a bit more. In case you're wondering, you actually have a bit of expansion with that each time. Like, for me, the first couple of times after I did that with her, I was standing in a line at a local pharmacy shop, and I was waiting to buy some snacks and stuff in the morning after I had gotten off of work. And this lady cut in front of me, and I was just like, whatever. She didn't have anything, and I didn't know her at all. And I was like, I bet you she's gonna ask for a pack of Marlboro Lights 100s menthol. She walks up to the counter, bam, that's exactly what she asked for. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, it was so trippy. And then I started kind of experimenting with that, and I was always spot on after that. Like, if somebody was going to say something or do something, I already knew what they were going to do. I cannot explain that as to how, but if you've had the same experience, then you understand exactly what I'm saying. And if you have, drop that below and let me know what your experiences are. And if this actually helps you in any kind of way or resonates with you, please comment below. And if you like what you see on my channel, please like and subscribe. The more the merrier. And also, I want to make a quick announcement before I end this video. If I can get enough subscribers to reach 1,000, I can start doing my lives, and then I can do 3 a.m. chats a little bit easier with lives. That's my goal. I am trying to currently manifest that. I have a little manifestation book where I write out my intentions for the day, and some of them work. And I'm still kind of experimenting with the law of attraction with that, because I'm still kind of new to it. I've been interested in it for a long time, but I've never really ventured down that path very much. I've tried some things, and some things work and some things don't, but it is what it is. If something's going to happen or it's meant to happen, it will happen in divine timing, as I always say. It is always divine timing. Not when you ask for it, because time is not in the 4D dimension. If you know what I'm talking about with spirit realm, time does not exist. Time is, it's, I want to say it's not linear. I keep feeling it's not linear like it is for us. So for them, it just happens. It's spontaneous, kind of like a 5D thing. So, and if you don't know about those things, please ask me some questions down below, and I will make a video to answer those questions as best as I can. So, thanks for watching, and have a good one. Like, subscribe, and share. Love you, Dana. Bye.